And we are being filmed, we are being videoed, so I'll probably get a model release from you. But anyhow, I'm going to give this really to the GoPro right now, but I'm going to give it to you too, so I'm just going to stand back here.
The back of my hand. I know that's less threatening to
Yeah, we're going to go over everything.
Okay.
All right, so, but right now you should listen to me because I'm giving you the spiel now. Okay, Control Unleashed is about pattern games. Leslie McDivitt is the creator.
So are we saying
She
the back
defines it as a framework of cues that let us weave the unexpected into the safety net of the expected. So what does this mean? It means that we're going to teach the dog and ourselves a simple pattern which will keep the dog informed of what is coming next. Because the dog knows what is coming next and feels confident about what they should do, i.e. the pattern, we can slowly introduce a little bit of newness or a bit of movement at a distance or a bit of noise, faint. You will set that up in a way that your dog will not be bothered at the newness, movement, or noise. It does not look like a problem because you will not be causing a problem. We describe that as working the dog below threshold. Very small distractions that won't upset the status quo, calm and chill, yet observant. Definition of a simple pattern. A framework of cues, the rule structure of the game. Each game needs to be done correctly, so I'll be explaining the mechanics and the order of events and providing you with coaching and videos. But first, we need to provide a predictable pattern for your dog before you can add complications. So we want to give the dog a solid understanding and ability to fluently do the pattern. And here's how. Pick a small place in your home to start initial pattern training. We'll gradually take the structured pattern into the world, but there's absolutely no rush, and many of the distractions can be improvised at home. The goal is you and the dog are working in a pattern, and your Control Unleashed work is a dog's choice training approach. Dog's choice means we will be letting your dog think and make choices. The caveat within the framework of the games. And that means distance from distractions will also be your friend. In the beginning, we practice in a comfortable environment. We want your dog to notice the environment and turn their focus back to you by choice. This is not an obedience training. We are not cueing behavior. So we want your dog to look around and notice the environment and then turn back to you to report what they've noticed. As Leslie said, we want the dog to be a reporter, not a reactor. This is way more effective than random treating. Look, 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 look.
treats.
That's all right. Or pretending that your dog doesn't need to notice the environment. This way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, so and with bribing all the way. So we want the environment itself to become the cue for the dog to report observations or concerns to you. When we have a plan and train the pattern well, we can stop telling our dogs what to do all the time. Let the dog pause the pattern to look around before returning their attention to us. Not obedience, observation, and acknowledgement. Our first priority is to help your dog feel safe. This means we can only work where it is safe. Your own calmness and acceptance of the world will be a prerequisite to helping your dog feel this way. So you're going to think about where you train and what objects will be where you train. If your dog goes nuts for the cat, you want to be sure the cat can't get into your training session. When I talk about antecedent arrangements, I'm only saying take the time to prearrange the environment to set your dog up for success. We want your dog to learn that when playing control and leash games, they will not be forced to interact with elements that are worrisome. So we really let them know, you can tell me that you see that, but you don't have to go touch it, or it doesn't have to come touch you. We start the pattern that let our dogs relax, feel safe, and able to simply observe non-threatening actions. See, you can become your best friend as you transition your dog from their current safety zones to the big wide world. We'll be expanding their happy place. And happy place is real. We will honor our dog's baseline behaviors and begin where they are. We want the teaching to be errorless. The dog can't make a mistake. To set the dog up to succeed, we need to structure our environment, antecedents, so the dog's choice is always the right choice. We'll learn a lot more about what makes the dogs tick. We're going to begin by teaching the dog to take a breath. Okay, what do you think of that? Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I know, it's very exciting, isn't it? I'm going to come right here. Actually, I might do this with, watch it, buddy. I might do this sitting in one of these chairs so you can see really well. So I'm going to sit with my back to you so you can see what the dog does. So does he have a favorite treat? Does he like about anything?
Going for a walk is his favorite treat.
Well, I understand that. So what do you
Going
think
out.
of this? What do you think of this? Huh? Do you like that? Is that a good treat?
He likes meat.
Oh, good. That's a good treat. So, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. So what you're going to look for is, we're going to look for calm. So you know when you take a breath, that you feel more relaxed, especially if you get uptight. So the same is going to happen for the dog. So I want you to watch his nostrils. So his nostrils will either flare or there'll be a little poof here in the back, okay? So take a breath. Good. Can you see?
It's hard to see the
I know.
black on black.
Take a breath.
Actually, watching his nostrils.
He's breathing. He's taking a breath. You should take a breath too when you do this. All right, you come over on this side and so you can see. Bring your chair over because he's chosen to. We're sitting that one. He's chosen to. All right, you ready? Take a breath.